Hi, I'm Leanne, and in this episode we're going to have a look at how to make this fabulous napkin ring. So we've made our place card and we've made our menu, but we really want our napkins to look a little bit special. Now I've made it to look like a daisy because it's spring, but you could make this in any colour for any time of year. You could even do this in red for a poinsettia for Christmas if you want to. So very, very easy to do, and you can match the colours to whatever time of year that you're creating for. Summer, autumn, winter, Christmas, really doesn't matter. So let's remove the napkin ring. We'll put it back in a second and see how we're going to make this really lovely structural little piece. And you can make as many or as few as you like. And it's a very inexpensive way of really decorating your spring home table. You're going to need a paper punch, and you're going to need our 1.5-inch petal paper punch to be able to do this. I love a punch. It's such a quick and easy way of getting shapes and being able to make a project at speed. So you're going to get some strips of paper with your punch, and I've got some strips of green and white here because I'm making a daisy. And then we're just going to punch out our petal shapes. Now, bear with me on this, because actually what the best thing to do is to turn your punch upside down when you're punching with it, because what you can do is see your paper placement. So I've got my punch upside down, I've got my white piece of card that I'm going to cut, and I say I can slide this. You can see that coming into the punch there, and I can position it and then punch the petal shape that I need. And by having it upside down, you can see exactly what you're cutting out. So you're going to need 16 of the white petals and 4 of the green leaves. So go ahead and cut out 16 white petals and 14 green leaves. Once you've done that, we're going to ink them a little bit. So to ink them, here's my 16. Let me just bring them in. Yeah, 16 white petals, 4 green leaves. We're going to ink them. So I'm going to use a little dauber again. I'm going to use a clean one because I'm using a different colour. And this time I'm going to use the baby blue ink pad. This can be any pale blue ink pad you've got. And the only reason I'm using the baby blue and doing a little bit of inking is, for a daisy, not to look too white, it needs a little bit of blue in the centre. And you can do a little bit or a lot, it's entirely up to you. See, we've gone quite subtle here, it's a little bit darker there, it doesn't matter. And actually some daisies have a little bit of pink edging, don't they, around the outside? Remember from when I was making daisy chains as a girl. So you could do a little bit of pink edging around the outside as well if you want to, it's entirely up to you. And then I like to do a little bit around the edge of the green leaf as well, and that just gives a little bit of dimension. If you can't see that colour too much, use another green or a blue. Pick up the colour, and you see that just deepens it, so it gives a little bit of interest to your leaf. You don't need a lot. And when you've done that, you're then ready to start shaping them. And just to mention as well, to build your flower, you do need a little circle cut out. If you've got a nesting set of dies, you can use a 1 or 2 inch circle. If you don't have a nesting set of dies, use an egg cup maybe, or the top of a pop bottle or water bottle, just something small and round, draw around it and cut it out freehand. It doesn't have to be perfect because you're not going to see it, you're just gluing your petals to it. So we've got that ready to be able to glue to in a second. Now, in one of our previous episodes, or in an episode coming up, depending on how you're watching them, we looked at how to shape the petals on a lovely big exploding flower. We're going to do exactly the same with each one of our individual petals here. So what you're going to do is pop them on a scoreboard and then score down the centre of each of these petals. And to do this, I'm just matching the point here and here on the same line, and then scoring down the centre. So do that for all 16 of your white petals. And when you've done that for all 16 of your white petals and your green leaves, this is what you'll have. And then we're going to start assembling it. So this is where you'll need your hot glue gun. And on the circle that you've cut, pop yourself some hot glue. And then because hot glue dries pretty quickly, that's when you've got to work pretty quickly. So you're going to nip one of your petals pop it on the hot glue. And do it in 4s. You could actually nip all the petals in advance. Put in your hot glue. And, oh, I need to turn that one round. Do that in a sec. Do the blue shade that you've done into the centre of your flower. There's one there. One final one. There. So it's been done in 4. You can see that there on top of the circle. Just leave that there for a second. And actually, to make life easier for myself, I'm going to go ahead and fold all of these in half. And I'm going to put the blue ink all facing down. And then I know where that is when I come to assemble the daisy. There we are. Now then, if we move to this one, so that's the one I started where I put 4 on. You can see here on this one, I put 4 more on top. So then I would just put a little bit more, actually I'll show you on here, and then you can see. A little bit more hot glue on there, ready to receive some more petals. And then we start again. And the blue goes to the inside. And then this time these 4 go in the centres of where the others were. Can you see how I'm working that? One more little bit of hot glue in the centre there. And I'm using a glittery hot stick because I can. And that means if a little bit of the glue in the centre does remain obvious, it's fine because it's got a little bit of sparkle. And then you're putting those offset again in between the ones that you've just done. That's it. Just give the glue a minute to set. And it's good to, when you're doing this, to do this bit with the hot glue gun, because when that dries, this will not come apart. And I can do this, finish this other one while we're waiting for that to dry. And then I'll just talk to you about the difference in the two in terms of whether you've made it a little bit flatter or whether you've made it a little bit more dimensional. And the choice is entirely yours. It's how you would prefer it to look. Make one flat one, one dimensional one. I like everything to be dimensional, which is why I've done that. They're drying. And while they're drying, let me just talk to you about the centres of the flower. So either in a previous or upcoming episode, you will have seen me use the die set Floral and Flutter. And in our Floral and Flutter die set, you have got some brilliant usable dies. But to cut these little centres here for the centre of my daisy, I've used this little scallop set here. And I've just cut those out of some scrap pieces of yellow cardstock, which you can see I've got on my board there. And then I've used a little bit of the yellow ink that we had for the place card. You can either use honey pot or lemon tonic, and you can just go around the outside of that with one of your little daubers like this. You see, I'm just going around the outside and I'm leaving it light in the centre, and that gives a lovely little bit of dimension. So they're all ready to be used. So we've given the flowers time to dry. Now I'm going to pop the little yellow centres in. So again, just one more little bit of hot glue, a little dab there. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, this little swirl with hot glue, if you get strings of hot glue everywhere, that little circular swirl that I'm doing cuts that glue string so it doesn't drag everywhere all over your projects and keeps it nice and clean. So I highly recommend you do that. Then we're going to pop that one in there, and that one there. And then with your little centres, you're probably going to need a little bit of maybe 3D glue gel or a little bit of wet glue, because I don't think we'll get a tiny bit of hot glue so tiny that we wouldn't make a little bit of a mess. And then pop those into the centre. That's a tiny bit of glue, as you can see there. And there are the flowers finally complete. So I'm going to leave those there to finally dry off while we make the band for them to stick to. So a little clean of the mat just to get rid of that yellow ink so I don't get it where I don't want it. And then we move on to the bands to be able to put them together. So I've got 3 pieces of card here. I've got a white piece of card which is 1 inch wide by 6 inches long. This is 3/4 inches wide by 6 inches long, and this is 1/2 inch wide by 6 inches long. And that's where you can do your matting and layering on top of each other. And I would just use a tape pen for this. So, or you can use some red liner tape. I mean, you can use a wet glue if you like, but do give it time to dry before you start rolling it round. And then this just gets stuck on top of the white card, like that. Leaving your little 1/4 inch border all the way down. So I'm using a little bit of paper from there, and actually this time I'm going to use that side rather than this side because I really like the fancy of it. So let's have a little bit of double-sided tape on here and here. And the same again, that just goes on top, and you're leaving a little 1/4 inch border at either side on the green. See that there? And then we're going to stick this together. Now to stick it together, you can use your wet glue, or you could use your hot glue gun and hold it till it dries, or you can use some of your red liner tape, which is an incredibly strong dry adhesive. And I just like to put a couple of lines of this on, so I get a really lovely adhesion. You can see I've gone right over the white card, the green card, and the patterned paper. And depending on the thickness of red liner tape that you've got, you're going to do 1 or 2 little strips of it. You want about 1/2 inch's depth of red liner tape when you're doing that, which is what I've got there. And then you just need to rip off the top. Give it a rub and warm it up. When you warm it up, that means that helps you release the red carry tape much easier. Now, what we're going to do is encourage this to take shape. So rather than just going, I'm folding you, you'll get crease marks in there. You'll get angular crease marks because the card just wanted to fold. So to tell it you want it to be a beautiful circle, we need to encourage it first. So you see, all I'm doing is running that through my fingers and encouraging a curve in the card, which will then let me bring that round, stick that together where the red liner tape is there, and make a lovely circle rather than a very angular shape. If you didn't do that bend to give the fibres of the card an idea of where you want them to go, it would have just been very angular and nowhere near as pretty and as finished as that. So once you've got that bit ready, you're ready to pop your flower on, and you're going to pop your flower over the join because you don't want to see that. So we're hiding the join with our flower, and we're back to our friend the hot glue gun for that. So a nice blob of the glue to take the flower, little twirl, and just before you pop your flower on there, we're just going to pop in our leaves. Where's my ink leaves? Here they are here. So this little leaf can go here, this one can go here, depending on how many you want. Pop this one, we'll just put 1 there instead of 2. And then take one of your finished pieces, and with the flat circle, that just goes on top. Give it a little nip until it's dry, and you've created a beautiful napkin ring to decorate the table with all of the other pieces. And then if I just get my napkin, I can't fold napkins. So this is a great way for me to decorate my table because I literally put my hand in the middle of the napkin and pull it through. And that's it. And then that can go on the table with your place card and your menu, and you're ready for a fabulous spring soiree.